So these words are instructive. The opportunity lies within you. The key with this whole thing is not to move in with some kind of a goal. Goals are created from desire out of this ego. It is moving into this process, holding on to no knowledge, just seeing what happens without a hunger for an outcome. Just simply the pull to know yourself, to know whatever it is that is appearing, the hunger to know what is it really. First, what is its origin? Then noticing what is it without the overlay of mental conditioning. And finally, what is it when there is the falling all the way into it, such that I am not separate from it. This is the doorway into self-discovery. It is the doorway out of the experience of the endless roller coaster of habitual identification that who I am is defined by this focal point of reference. It is the transformation of what previously was experienced as the issues and the problems into the doorway, which is why they come forth. The possibility is to become rooted in what has been discovered to be the unshakable truth. Breaking the habit of self-abandonment, which is the following of movement away from yourself. There is no doubt that there will be repeated experiences of latching onto habitual distraction. It is not a problem. It is all being orchestrated in perfection. When this occurs, it is to notice the mind's story of failing instead of identifying with someone failing. It is set up to free this aspect of conditioning. It is not a race. It lives in the moment. The process nurtures humility. The arrogance of this ego is it wants it now, and at the same time it does not want it at all. The process of slowing and watching is noticing the mechanical nature of what previously seemed to define who I am. This is the guaranteed outcome when there is the willingness to stop and remain within and witness the process instead of being consumed and enslaved by it. Application is really very direct and quite simple. But it takes everything, because conditioning is so sophisticated and deeply rooted. And what is everything that it takes? The simplicity of the feeling of this moment. Aware of what is aware of this body, instead of the habit of contraction that assumes this defines me. And then simply feeling this awareness. The thing about the feeling of awareness is there is never anything found separate within it. Whatever appears within it is infused by it. And that infusion is untouched. And the more these layers begin to erode as the result of the willingness to be with the process when contraction occurs, the more the numbing erodes, and the more alive and beautiful and magical the true self reveals itself to itself. And this is the nature of it. This is not something to attain. It is the natural state of what you have always been. It is simply releasing the conditioned habit of distraction. What makes it such a challenge is the distraction is built upon these aggressive desires and fears. And the fear is built about what about me? What about the life of this separate box defined as me? When it is getting what it wants, the conditioning relaxes, and there is a taste of joy, love, openness. And the story is the character me sometimes really feels this beauty. But what is discovered when one stops self-abandonment is that the beauty is tasted because for a moment the conditioning of the character relaxes, and a fraction of the natural state of your being emanates through this program. And the whole thing is designed to free everything. And that is just what it does when you are truly ready. Being ready is this moment alone. There is nothing more to it.